Dan with Geekazoid Tech here. I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about something here. With the successful launch of the Falcon Heavy that Elon Musk and his SpaceX team, they went for it, and they basically did well. Both boosters did land successfully, and they landed where you can, at the Space Canal, Cape Canaveral, in Florida. I'm thinking here, exactly what Elon Musk and his constituents are doing, for the space program. Now, Elon Musk was talking about, in one of his interviews, I was watching it a couple days ago, or yesterday, today or yesterday, whichever, I forget when, but Elon Musk was talking about that all of the astronauts, like Gene Cernan, Neil Armstrong, things like that, were his heroes back in the day when he was growing up. Now, basically, they're turning their back on him by saying that the privatization of the space program and space rockets, things like that, should be left to NASA. Yeah, in a way, it should. I agree. However, NASA, privatization of space is very important because it costs too much to get to space. I think per kilogram of payload is like $22,000 or something like that per kilogram, just to get onto like the space shuttle or something like that. Now on like the Delta IV rocket or anything like that, it's a little bit more because they have to section off the nose cone and whatnot in order to get that payload into space. But what Elon Musk is doing is he's sitting there trying to make so different companies, like say for example, a satellite company, to do it cheaply, and he's trying to make it private, so that we can actually go to space for tourism. Yes, it's dangerous. We all know that it's very dangerous because look what happened with Columbia and Challenger, as well as Apollo 1 and our Soviet counterparts. I really think people need to grasp hold of what he's trying to do, because I think it's great what he's trying to do. He's trying to make this world a better place. He's trying to make things happen. Look what he did with his Tesla cars and the Tesla tractor trailers. I've seen those. Those are pretty cool. It's a matter of the big companies don't want anything, don't want the little people to move up. I think that's the way it is. That's the way things are. But NASA, yes, NASA's our National Aeronautics and Space Administration. They do a lot of research and development with DARPA and private companies and things like that. But you know something? If a private company can go and say, look, we can launch rockets cheaper. There's a company, I mentioned it in my previous video, there's a company here in Tucson called Vector Space Systems. Jim Cantrell is a very avid rocketeer. He's trying to do the same thing as Elon Musk is doing with SpaceX. He used to work for SpaceX. He used to work with Elon Musk and on his team at SpaceX. He decided to go on his own. But see, that's what entrepreneurs are trying to do nowadays. They're trying to make things private. I can't say the word. Make things private of what is happening. And I think what people are trying to do is trying to stop other people from doing things. Look what happened to Bill Gates and Steve Jobs when they first started out. Okay? Now, Elon Musk is doing his thing, and he's making it big. People that ridiculed him and said, hey, you know what? You're never going to make it. You know what? I think he has made it. He's a founder of PayPal. PayPal made him a billionaire. Okay, so why not go into other ventures? I mean, it's exciting. It's exciting to see this. I agree. Sometimes there's certain things, like for example, they could work with him and say, hey, how'd you get that to land so successfully? I haven't seen NASA do this yet. Well, I might be wrong, but I haven't seen NASA land a booster on 3 legs or 4 legs, whatever it is. Okay, I haven't seen that happen yet. It's all about the Falcon program. Falcon 9 was successful in landing, even on a ship. Pinpoint accuracy on a ship, guys. Like I said, I haven't seen NASA step up to the plate and say, look, you know, we're going to do this. I'm not downing NASA for what they're doing, but I'm downing the fact that they're not at least working with him and say, hey, let's see what you're doing differently. You put 26 engines on a very heavy lift rocket. You know, they gave him all the launch facilities, yes, but you know, I'm sure you had to pay for it. Excuse me, pardon me. You know, a lot of people, what they want to do is they want to sit there and play games. They want to have everything to themselves. It's like the oil companies. I'm not trying to be political here. Please don't get me wrong. You know, I'm just trying to state a fact here. You know, it's like people want to have exclusivity. Okay. Microsoft wanted exclusivity over the rights to their software, Windows. Same thing with Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs was upset at Bill Gates because he stole his ideas. He stole part of his, you know, the whole fiasco is, you know, you can read it in the history books. But I think what it is that the exclusiveness of certain areas of industry, people want exclusive rights to it, and they can't have it because this is a free thinking society we live in, and free society. That's why they call it America, you know. So I'm just stating the ultimate fact, guys. I mean, the underdog always try to make the underdog lose. It's not cool. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm tired here, but technology has gotten to the point where, you know, he's a philanthropist like Bill Gates is. Philanthropy is philanthropy, that so that you guys know what it is. Philanthropy is basically doing stuff for the common good and for the common people. And that's exactly what philanthropy means. Say, you know, like for example, Bill Gates goes to different countries, such as Africa, and he makes windmills, irrigation systems. He tries to better other people's lives with his money. That's what Elon Musk is trying to do as well. Every time I've seen him in the news, Elon Musk has got something good going on. All right. He wants to make the first solar aircraft, the first long solar aircraft. He wants to make sure that solar energy is better for our society and our way of living. Because look at what we're doing with the fossil fuels. Fossil fuels are basically going to the wayside. We're losing a lot of our fossil fuels. We're destroying our environment. He's trying to sit there and do something good for our environment so we don't have to be so dependent on fossil fuels. You know, the technology's out there, guys. Look at our hybrid cars. Look at Elon Musk's Teslas. I swear, you know, I've actually seen one of those Teslas in action. There's a gentleman that I followed home one night because he was drunk and he wanted to drive his own car home. He didn't trust anybody else. It was a Tesla. He had it out, basically outfitted with everything. Sometimes I just don't get it, guys. Sometimes I just don't get it. I'm vlogging this because I feel that a lot of you agree with me and a lot of you are going to disagree with me. And if you commented below, Comment down below. Tell me what you think. I mean, we all have the ability to change the world in some way, shape, or form. You know, be cool, kind to each other. That's changing the world. We have people who help homeless people. That's changing the world. You know, I mean, and there's people like Elon Musk and Bill Gates and people like that who are trying to change the world for the better for everyone with their billions that they've made. Okay? I'm pretty sure Elon Musk is not a stingy guy. Okay? I'm pretty sure that Bill Gates is not a stingy guy. Look at what he does. Look at both of them do. Steve Jobs wasn't a stingy guy. He just wanted things done right. He wanted the best out of everything, pretty much. You know? And the reason it's also called tech is we have the technology now to actually put things forward. A lot of the oil companies, they're trying to be resistive on electric cars. They're trying to be resistive on solar power. Here in Tucson, where I live, the entire Air Force Base now is solar powered. I'm staring at a solar panel right now. I'm staring at a solar panel over here. Most of Tucson now is solar powered. Come on, give me a break. You know, solar power is the way to go. Plus, you can sell your energy back to the power company over here in Tucson and in Arizona, basically. I don't know how is it where you're at, but you know, it's funny. It's real funny because I'm just sitting here. I just was thinking about this, and I wanted to put up a video about what I thought about it. The privatization of space and other things need to happen because, you know, some of the astronauts, okay, you know, some of the astronauts have their way of thinking because they grew up and they did what they were supposed to do for the space program because they were military. Okay, they only hired military people at the time. All of those test pilots became out. Well, a lot of the test pilots became astronauts. Okay, and they did a lot of work, and they were into that mindset where, you know, things have got to be done by the book. Okay. What Elon Musk and the others are doing is they're thinking outside the box. This kind of industry doesn't want free thinking. Okay. They want things to be done their way and the way they want it done. Okay. You know, it's not cool. It's not cool at all. It's just, if I were to build the next Model T, for example, and that's just, I'm just throwing that out there as an example. Okay. I'd have to sit there and go through a bunch of patent licenses. Okay. It's not an original idea. Okay. For example, my uncle has a patent out there. Okay. He's got a patent that different companies actually built upon. Did he see any royalties for it? Nope, he didn't. Because it's free game now in the patent office. It's just amazing the way this free society allows us to do things, and all of a sudden, people are laughing at Elon Musk. People are laughing at. They used to laugh at Bill Gates. They used to laugh at Steve Jobs. People are geeky, you know, are geeky in their mindset of, how am I going to change the world? How am I going to change this for the better or whatever? You know, I'm not saying build a nuclear weapon or improve a nuclear weapon so it's small as a rock, you know. You gotta, you know, they never thought about the atomic bomb until they realized its potential. Okay? Look at Tesla and SpaceX's potential. Look at these startup companies like Vector Space Systems. Look at all of them. They're wonderful people. They're people that are trying to make things work properly, so they can launch satellites cheaply for companies, so that we can have telecommunications, we can have cell phones that we've got, and on top of that we can also do have the internet possibly in space, because it's global. If we wouldn't have satellites, we wouldn't have the internet or cell phones, or GPS for that matter. Okay, because that was all military. GPS global positioning systems were originally built by the military, by DARPA, for ballistic missile guidance computers. Bet y'all didn't know that. A lot of new technology comes from NASA. I understand that. But there's also new technology that can come from different companies. Don't let the little man down. If you have a good idea, then let that company at least explore it and share ideas. That's what he did a couple of days ago. He showed the world, hey, I got a bigger rocket than you do. What you gonna do about it? Like I said, congratulations to Elon Musk for a job well done. You've opened a lot of new things for your company and for space travel and space operations in general. Just use the technology that we have. We got a lot of really badass technology. Now we could use it for the good, not like the Terminator and build Skynet. I think if we let it get that far down, I mean, we're stupid, you know, because we basically let the control of machines get to us, you know, and they've got these new robots, you know, these sex robots. I think that's funny. All right, guys, this is Dan from Geekazoid Tech. It's just a little commentary for about 17 minutes to 20 minutes. If you like this, like and subscribe. Now, if you go to my channel and you like this video, subscribe, and then there's a little bell to get notifications when I actually upload new videos. So that way you can be notified on when and where, you know, to watch for the live video. Sometimes I go live whenever I want to. Sometimes I'll schedule it. But since I'm out on the road right now, I can't be at the computer to actually, you know, schedule something and what have you. So like, subscribe, comment, and favorite. And soon what I'm going to have is I'm going to have some merchandise for y'all, so look out for that. I want you to be able to have some fun with this. This is not to I just think it'll be cool to actually sell merchandise and see what y'all think. Give me a comment below on what you think, and if anybody wants to give me a hand with making a new logo / intro / music, anything that'll help the channel, I will mention your name and I'll have them follow you on your channel. So if anybody wants to help me out, that'd be great. Again, this is Dan with Geekazoid Tech. God bless all of you. Have a great day, and you know, keep on technology made simple, guys. See ya.